Hello everyone, welcome to the DPB podcast. I am your host, Ryan Mondes with DisneyPinsBlog.com, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world. This is episode number 139 for the week of August 6th, 2018.
Welcome to the Disney Pins Blog Podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I have my good friend, Corey, joining me this week. What's up, man?
Hey, man, thank you so much for having me on. And I'm repping the DPB lanyard here today.
Yeah,
Awesome.
There it is. Got that DPB firework lanyard on.
Oh, yeah, repping that merch.
If you guys recall on last week's episode, I mentioned in our housekeeping that we had a new member join the Disney Pins blog team, Corey Fiasco. So here he is, everyone.
Here I am, Corey, coming back with another video. Oh, that's a different channel. Sorry.
Yeah. Do you want to shout out your channel?
Yeah, sure. So, like Ryan said, my name's Corey Fiasco. You can find me on YouTube, same name, Corey Fiasco, just how it sounds, and do a lot of pin stuff and other things. So, if you're interested, check it out.
Yeah. You have an awesome channel, and you're moving to Orlando soon, so that's super cool.
I can't wait, dude. You should follow me down there.
I know. Soon. Very soon.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We don't have too much for housekeeping this week. Pin news is pretty average. And then later for Disney Pin Chat, Corey and I had a cool idea. We're going to be talking about some unique places to purchase Disney pins other than the parks. So stay tuned for that. But first, we're going to start off with the housekeeping. One topic this week, we have a giveaway running this week. So if you are listening or watching this early on in the week on Monday, you pretty much have all week to enter. We're going to be giving away one of the new Finding Nemo pins. Yeah, this is the Bruce pin with the fisherman's goggles, and you have Marlin and Dorian inside. One of the new releases that just came out. I think it's limited edition 2000. So if you guys head over to DisneyPinsBlog.com, click on the giveaways tab. There'll be options in there for different ways to enter. We usually make it pretty easy where you just have to visit the blog or something to enter. And then there's always bonuses where you can follow us on our social channels for extra entries. So it's a completely free giveaway running this week. All right, I think it's time for the pin news. So we're going to start off with Disney Cruise Line. We had a couple new pin releases this week. The first one was a Disney Vacation Club member cruise pin. I think it was about a week or two ago. There was an exclusive DVC cruise. I think they have these usually once or twice a year, and there was a specific limited release pin for it. Very nice design, has palm trees on it, little pelican, and that was given on the cruise during July 23rd through the 27th, 2018. And then next was a Disney Cruise Line 20th anniversary pin. Corey, you actually helped me out with some of these posts, so thank you for getting these ones up.
That backer card is really cool on the 20th anniversary one. It actually has all the different ships' names on it. It's got the Dream, the Fantasy, all the different ships on that really unique backer card. But yeah, the 20th anniversary pin. It was I really liked the design on it. Because myself, I was in the Navy, so I really like the nautical theming with the anchor, and then it has the line making the 20 for the 20th anniversary logo. Really nice pin.
Yeah, I really like that 20th, like you said, the line. It looks like it's almost like a 3D element, maybe like a rubber element.
Yeah.
It's super cool. It has Mickey and Minnie sitting on the anchor there. That was a limited edition pin. I think LE3000 on that one. And then there was another Disney Cruise Line pin. This one's celebrating Mickey Mouse's 90th birthday. And I think this might be one of the very first 90th birthday pins we're seeing. And it's kind of crazy they released it.
So.
Yeah, because his birthday isn't until November.
90 years old, man. How crazy is that?
I know, and he still looks really good.
Yeah, he looks really good for his age.
Yeah.
I need to figure out that secret.
I know.
Italians usually age pretty well, too, so he might have a little bit of Italian blood along with that mouse stuff. Yeah, who knows?
Hey, so we're going to be setting pretty here, Corey.
Yeah, good chances.
Yeah. But this is a really cool pin. It says, let's celebrate the world's biggest mouse party. Then it has the little Disney Cruise Line chip on it. You have Mickey Mouse popping out there, a 3D element. It has a limited release pin. And I kind of like what they did here. They had the 1928 and the 2018 below. all in like a red glitter embellishments. But the 9 on 1928 and the 0 in 2018 are in yellow, which makes up the 90 for his birthday this year. So that's pretty cool. Nice little touch there on that pin. All right, next we're heading over to Disney Store UK. They release some Disney button sets. Disney Store UK hasn't had many exclusives recently. They used to do like new pins every month or every 2 weeks. They kind of slowed down, but it's nice to see some exclusives coming back to the UK. There's 4 different button sets here. One was for Aladdin. There's another one for Princess and the Frog, 101 Dalmatians, and then Lady and the Tramp. And those were pretty popular whenever we post them on social. People seem to really like those buttons a lot.
The deal on those were really good. What is it, like $4 a set?
Yeah, £4.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Very cheap collectibles. Really
for sure.
Cool.
And then next we're going to head to Shop Disney in America. If you guys saw on my YouTube channel or on the blog, we posted the July 2018 Disney Park Pack. This one featuring Aladdin, which I really like a lot. There's, of course, 3 different LE500 pins in the set, 3 different variants. And yes, people seem to like this one. I collected some Jasmine pins, so I really liked the middle one, the middle pin with the frame, and it has Aladdin and Jasmine on it. Super nice pin.
Yeah, so one thing that, I really like about this Park Pack set, and I am not fortunate enough to have a Park Pack subscription, but what I noticed with this Aladdin set is they really nailed that middle variant. Like a lot of times there were situations where you kind of feel like you got maybe a little gypped with a variant that's way better than another, but all the middle variants in this Aladdin set are really, really nice.
Yeah, totally agree. It seems like that's like the hot one for this set, that middle variant.
Right, totally.
So I was happy when I unboxed that one, and I'm excited to see what the next month's going to be. This one's going to be a total surprise. We kind of had a hint because Disney told us what the last 3 months were whenever they sent out that email a while back. But August, we have no clue what it's going to be. Okay, next we're going to head back to Alani. Last week we mentioned the new Olu. Is that how you say the turtle's name, Olu?
I believe so. I think it's Olu, yes.
Olu. Yeah, so there's a second pin release for this little turtle, and he is surfing on this pin. I actually like this one better than the first one.
I'm actually getting this pin. It's in the mail right now.
No way!
Yeah, I'm super. Nice. I love this little guy. This little guy is the man. He's awesome.
Cool. Are you trying to be an Olu pin completist?
I don't know. Because I wasn't able to get the first one, and I'm not sure like how much the secondary market is demanding for it. We'll see. I'll think about it. Yeah.
I mean, you only need 2 right now to be a completist, so.
Right, so that's pretty easy. Easy.
Oh man, I really would like to go to Alani one day. Looks gorgeous.
Me too. Me and Haley were just talking about that earlier, actually.
Planning the trip out there.
Yeah, well, I'd love to go. I've been to Hawaii once, but it wasn't in the best conditions. It was because I was going there on like a underway. But I'd love to go there for a nice relaxing vacation one day.
For sure, definitely. It's on my bucket list for sure. All right, next we're heading into Disneyland Paris. They released their August pin release calendar. It's kind of crazy. They have some Christmas pins on here already, which was shocking. Some people were getting upset that Disney was releasing Halloween pins already, but Paris went straight to Christmas. They're not messing around.
Right. Yeah.
But no, there's a lot of nice pin releases this month for Paris. These ones here are pretty cool. It's like a gourmet, like there's different characters eating. Like you have Remy on a table eating, Lady and the Tramp, and then Belle and Beast. That's a pretty cool set. And then there's another cool one that was popular for Phantom Manor. It has Donald Duck and the little Doom buggy. So pretty cool pins out there in Paris if you guys want to check those out. Next, we're going to head into Disney Studio Store Hollywood. They had a surprise release during the Christopher Robin pin release this past week. There was a Winnie the Pooh surprise release, limited edition of 150, so super rare on this one. Retail price of $19.95. It's a pretty cool looking pin. It's like the sketch of Winnie the Pooh, if I'm describing that correctly. And yeah, it's like he was like straight out of the book. It's a super cool pin. And that was released on August 3rd. Okay, next we're going to head over to Box Lunch. A podcast does not go by where we don't mention Box Lunch anymore.
They're just spitting them out. So many different Box Lunch pins always coming out, which is cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, I love it. They're doing this. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, there's some tasty pins that they just released. 3 different Disney characters as cupcakes, and then 2 characters as donuts. You have Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, Pluto, and Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. Mickey and Minnie are in the shape of a donut, and Donald, Daisy, and Pluto are the cupcakes. So yeah, these were pretty popular too when we posted them. People seem to really enjoy those, and it's a nice, affordable price, coming in $8.90.
Absolutely.
Okay, next we're going to talk about some new Acme pin releases. These ones caused some hype this past week. The first ones being the Fantastic Lands 2 pin series. These ones are going to be exclusive to the Orlando Evenings of Enchantment event at Walt Disney World later this month at the Swan Hotel. That takes place August 23rd through 25th. And these pins are super jumbos, limited edition of 100, with a retail price of $179 each. Guys, this is a high-end pin. You're definitely into a piece of artwork here. And there's 3 different pins that we know of right now. One featuring Alice in Wonderland, which, Corey, I know you love.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Beautiful pin.
It's such a beautiful pin with her. She's like falling down the rabbit hole, and then you have like the White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat and like all this Alice in Wonderland themed designs going all the way down. It's absolutely stunning. And like it's like 4 by 6 inches, right? Like
yeah.
4 inches by 6. Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, so that gold frame around is going to be really nice as well.
Yeah, and the frame also has all the different like Alice in Wonderland symbols going along the entire edge. It's super, super beautiful pin.
Yeah, highly detailed. Then there's a Rapunzel pin. It's during the lantern scene, so another beautiful pin. And then the third one that we know of right now is the Maleficent Dragon. And if you guys recall, way back in the day at our very first pin event, we released the very first Acme LE100 Dragon's Gate pin with the Maleficent Dragon on it. This looks similar to that, but this is like a whole scene. So it has a dragon, a little scene in the background, and of course that beautiful gold frame on it. So yeah, all very nice pins. There's going to be one more surprise release, we're being told. So there's going to be 4 in total for the set. I think they're coming in for the 3 right now. It's like over $500 and I think you have to buy it as a set. So if you guys want to find out more information, you can follow Pinopolis Pin Games. That's who's putting the event on. And I'm going to be there at least one of the nights, probably Thursday night, covering this event a little bit and checking out some of the pin releases. Another Acme pin series I want to mention are the brand new Hot Art lanyard pins. If you guys recall, when I went out to Las Vegas to cover PinCon World Vegas, they debuted the brand new LE200 Hot Art pins. This is going to be the very first set now that is being actually released out into the public and not at the PinCon World. The PinCon World was kind of like the debut of this new series, and now they're going to the Pin Masters all around the world. And the very first one is actually in Orlando, Florida at TD Collectibles. So they're getting 4 pin releases on Saturday, August 4th. There's a Tiana, Belle, Ariel, and then Stitch. Basically a profile, a close-up of Stitch's face. This is kind of similar to Studio Store Hollywood, where they're going to have like flips once the LE200 pins sell out at the store. A new set will be released. So it's an exciting program, and I hope it takes off. It's a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, I absolutely love those pins. I was glad I was able to snag a few of them. That Rapunzel one, this one was actually one of the LE500 ones.
Oh, yeah.
But the Rapunzel one with Flynn and Rapunzel in the boat, that's probably like with the flower designs, the really beautiful like hand-painted flower designs in her braided hair. That's like one of my new favorite pins in my collection. It's just absolutely so detailed and stunning. Acme does a ridiculously good job on all of their pins. They're all so good.
Yeah, super high quality. I know we get this question a lot. People are going to ask, are Hot Art Acme, are they real Disney pins? Yes, they are. Acme Archives is affiliated with Disney. They have an official Disney license, which makes them official collectible Disney pins. They won't have the Disney pin trading logo on the back, but think of it as like a Hot Topic or Box Lunch pin, where those are official Disney pins as well, but they don't have the pin trading logo on the back. Okay, now it's time for Disney Parks in America. First item that we're going to talk about was probably the biggest news of the week. Disney Pins blog was actually the first one to released this information, and it was the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Pins. Very exciting time. I am super happy with the releases this week, or this year for the party. Really awesome designs. My favorite one has to be the orange bird around the pumpkins.
I'm gonna have to agree with you too, man. That orange bird is so awesome with like the pumpkins with the element where it kind of sticks out, the rubbery pumpkins.
Yeah.
That pin looks sweet. But yeah, people were freaking out over these releases. It was a lot of fun to see all the comments flow in.
Yeah, this was by far the number one release for DPB the last week that got the most amount of attention was the Not So Scary pins. There's going to be a mystery pin collection, which, we love doing unboxing videos. So that's going to be exciting. Did you see some of the ones in the mystery? There's like the hitchhiking ghost in there, the headless horseman.
Yeah, at first glance, I was like, oh, okay, it's villains. I don't really collect villains. But then I started to look closer, and I was like, oh, no, look, the hitchhiking ghosts. They had all sorts of really cool stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a blast to open. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm not a big villain collector either, but like I definitely want to get some because I would keep the hitchhiking ghost. And the headless horseman one's pretty cool, too. Yep. So that's exciting. And then the Hocus Pocus pin is back. So I guess Disney worked out their contracting agreement there because last year, if you guys remember, it was pulled. Due to some licensing things there. There's a Chip and Dale pin. Looks like they're near a candy bowl. There's a Minnie Mouse pin next to a bunch of cupcakes. You have a Stitch pin. He's like actually dressed as a pumpkin, so that one's probably gonna be another popular one. People love Stitch. Definitely.
And then I think this one's funny as well. It's Goofy in a box of popcorn. That's a cool pin. And then, of course, you have the box pin set and then the frame pin set. There's an exclusive with the box. I think it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And then the frame set is, the exclusive is Pluto. The frame set is LE350, and the box set is LE1000. So, yeah, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to hit up Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I'm actually going to be going at the end of the month here. I think the August 28th party, I'll be there.
I'll have to live vicariously through you.
Yeah, you're going to be going, though, right?
Well, so I'm not actually going to be attending the party. I will be there, however, during Halloween. I didn't get tickets to the actual Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, though, just because I don't know how long it will take for us to find our place, because we're going to be looking for a condo and shopping for stuff. But, yeah, we will be in the parks around that time, for sure.
Cool. Very cool. All right. It's time for the new pin releases this week at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. There's actually only two, and they're shared between both coasts. So we have the next Star Wars Pin of the Month helmet pin, and this one features the Imperial Stormtrooper. That's the one that has the helmet and then a little stand at the bottom. LE4000. Retail price on that one is $16.99. And then there is a brand new Disney Vacation Club pin. This one features Donald Duck and I think one of the nephews on it, it looks like. It's a spinner pin. And that one is limited edition of 3,200. Kind of an odd edition size there, but that one's split between both coasts as well. And retail price is probably around $15, $16 for that one. All right, so that's going to do it for the pin news this week. Now I think it's time for Disney Pin Chat.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I think it's a pretty good one.
I think that's a cool topic, yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier, we want to talk a little bit about, where to buy Disney pins when you're not at the parks. So I know there's lots of people that live very close to Disneyland and Anaheim. There's people that live in Orlando, close to Walt Disney World. They have access to all of these pins. What about the people that only visit or at home? Just where is another place that you can purchase Disney pins besides the parks? So Corey and I kind of have a little list here. We're going to go back and forth and, kind of just share our thoughts where we purchase pins, personally. And yeah, we'll just go from there. So Corey, do you want to start off with your first place?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first place I'd like to talk about is the subscription box service Pin Trading Monthly. So they have a variety of different box sizes you can get. But specifically, I think the deluxe box and the premier box serve really good purposes for two really different reasons. So the deluxe box is 10 pins, authentic Disney pins. They're completely verified to be real. They're not fakes. And it's $25. So you're getting 10 pins, 10 real pins for $25. And it's a mix. It's some rack pins, some mystery pins, but like it's just a really, really all-around good value to build up traders. And then the Premier box, which is 3 LE pins, but at $50, and you're going to get 2 pins at least an LE size of 5,000 or less, and then 1 that is an LE of 500 or less. A lot of times you end up with like PTDs and WDI pins, and that's a really good service to get to build up a really cool collection, I think, as well. So I think whichever you're looking for, whether you're trying to get some really cool pins that you like, or whether you're trying to build up traders for maybe an upcoming trip, or if you do online trading, there's definitely a service for you with Pin Trading Monthly.
Yep, I agree there. And they're super nice people that run it. I actually met one of the owners out at Vegas and talked to them about their process and everything. They are 100% legit pins. And we did an unboxing video on our YouTube channel a while back for them. But yeah, I agree, Corey. Like it's a great deal, and you get lots of pins. You can have traders or keepers from it. So yeah. All right. I guess next I'll just jump right in. I'm probably going to say one of the most obvious ones, and that is just shopdisney.com. It's Disney's online store, the official online store. And what's cool about this is they have a lot of the Disney parks pins on there. So if you're a brand new collector, maybe you came back from Walt Disney World, you got the bug, you're super into pin trading, and you want to start collecting pins, you don't know where to go, you can just go straight to the main source and pick up some, open edition pins on there. And sometimes they have limited edition pins. They tend to go pretty quickly, like, stunning silhouettes, of course, or like they sell it so fast. But you can get limited editions on there. But yeah, it's a perfect way to get, you're going to get 100% authentic pins. And occasionally you can get some sales on shopdisney.com. We post them on the website. They have free shipping sometimes. I know this past week they did like a 40% off sale. So like all those Tsum Tsum collectible pin packs were on there for 40% off. It was like a great deal. It was like $2 or $3 for a pin. So yeah, shopdisney.com.
Yeah, and like you said, there's also a chase available. So even if you're not, next to the Disney parks, or especially over by the Disney Studio store, that's where the big chases are, right? Yeah. But you can do the online chases. You can try and set an alarm, kind of figure out when you think the stunning silhouettes might come out and try and grab one. I have not been fortunate enough to get one yet, but they go fast. They go really fast.
Super fast, like within 10 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
I got the very first one, but I haven't been successful since.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like it. Just like kind of the popularity and the base of people who know about it ramps up over time, so it becomes harder and harder. Same with the Mickey's Memory plushes. Same thing.
Yep, totally. All right, you want to go with your next one?
Yeah. So the next one might be a little bit less known, but I do a lot of Instagram live sales, and you can find some really, really good deals on those Instagram live sales. My wife's actually doing one right now, trying to snag me some awesome pins for next week's pin mail. But yeah, I've gotten rack pins that are literally just been released at the parks within the past few months for like $5, $7, just awesome deals. So take a peek around Instagram, maybe look for some live sales, play around, try it out. And who knows, you might find some treasures over there.
Nice. Yeah, I've never personally done an Instagram live sale, but I know a lot of people that do, and they seem to get, great deals from there. It's real quick. From what I know, it's real quick. You got to just, say sold or whatever on a pin that they're showing.
Yeah, there's a whole nother little game to it. Aside from buying pins, you gotta strategize and like have in your mind what you're looking for and type like sold. What you want the fastest. It's fun, though. It's a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, so for my next one, so this one is a little bit of a touchy subject, I think, and that is eBay. So there's good and bad on eBay. I personally will use eBay to find old rare pins that I know are real and haven't been faked. Like I've purchased some of my old Pirates of the Caribbean limited edition pins on eBay. Some that I need to complete a series, and they're just like nowhere to be found. They're on eBay. You pay a little bit of a higher price, but at least you pretty much know that they're from collectors, selling off their pins. But then there's that dark side of eBay where you can find all the crazy pin lots and fake pins. Anytime you see something basically coming from China, directly from China, it's going to be fake. Or if you see grab bags, going for a very cheap amount, those are going to be fake. So there's also that, that bad side of eBay. But if you're looking for a specific, like a Grail pin, it's a great resource.
Yeah, definitely. And like one thing I would say about eBay, like you said, is just look for those reputable sellers. So like I buy a lot of pins off eBay, but what I like to do is I'll find the pins that I like, I'll go to it, and then I'll instantly, the first thing I do as I scroll down to the seller, I look at their feedback, I see how many sales they had. If they only have a few, if they could have 100% feedback, but if they only have a few sales, that might not go as far. But if they have a lot of sales and very positive feedback, or even maybe just one negative feedback, you can see what that one negative feedback is about. Click on the negative button and read what the person said about it. If even one person said, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but if even one person said, fake pin, bad seller, yeah. I move on right to the next available seller.
Yep, totally agree. For sure. All right, do you have another one?
Yeah, so another one I have. So this is kind of restricted to where you live. The best one, obviously, is there in Florida. But if you're visiting Disney, it might be worth your while, if you're in this hobby, to take a little bit of a 10-minute detour away from the parks and hit up the character warehouses. So if you're looking for quite potentially like one of the best methods of building up traders, go to that character warehouse because the pins are so ridiculously cheap. You can get pins for as low as $1, like 99 cents a pin, $2 a pin. They have all the Shanghai pins there right now for literally like $1 or $2 a piece. It's absolutely nuts. But one thing I will recommend, I don't know if every character warehouse does this, but my impression with Vineland is that they restock the store every morning or every night, and then the pins that are on the racks the morning they open, those are the pins that are going to be there for the day. So like when we went at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and we were able to hit up the pin racks. We did pretty well. But by the time we left the shop about 45 minutes later, all the pins were gone. There were none left. So you got to hit it up early. I believe they open up around 9 a.m. And even if you don't live in Orlando or you're not going to a trip soon, take a look on your phone and see if there's a Disney store, a Disney outlet store near you, because a lot of states do have Disney character warehouses available in their premium outlets. A lot of times, Simon premium outlets will host character warehouses.
Cool. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know there's, besides California and Orlando, there's at least 3 or 4 different premium outlets around the country that do host a Disney store.
Cool. I thought there was one in Vegas, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
I don't remember the exact states. I'd have to look it up again, but I know there's more out there. I've seen people go to other ones outside of Florida and Cali.
Nice. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I always, some of my trips, I always try to get over there because a lot of the pins I'll buy and I'll just use them for giveaways on the website, Right. So it's a great deal. So
I've paid full price for pins and then saw them at I paid $16 for a pin and then turned around and found out it was at the character warehouse at the same time for $2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts. A lot of times, because I collect Star Wars too, I have a lot of Star Wars pins. But I found out Star Wars pins always end up at the character warehouse for some reason. Even the LEs.
Yeah,
even the LEs that I look at, I'm like, these are so cool.
Yeah, those vehicle ones.
Yeah, they end up at the character warehouse. I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess we should explain that a little bit. What Disney does basically is if there's a product on their shelf that isn't selling as fast, they got to keep that refreshed. Mainly the LEs and some open edition pins. Like I saw the Pirates of the Caribbean. What was the latest movie called? I forget. Dead Men Tell No Tales. They had a lot of those open edition pins there. Because the movie, the hype is over from the movie. That pin is going to be sitting at the parks for a while. So they just moved over to the character warehouse to try to get rid of it. And then Star Wars. I guess the limited editions are sitting too long at the parks and they got to get rid of it. I don't know. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
For my last place to purchase pins other than the parks is, I just want to plug myself here.
Do it.
DPBstore.com. I purchase a lot of people's collections. any of the pins that I don't keep for myself, I'll move over to the store on the website and sell them. I think our prices are pretty decent. We always try to go lower than eBay prices. And then we also have partnerships with some distributors that actually have official Disney pins. Like the latest one we had was the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 cassette pin. We got a shipment of those in, and they sold pretty quickly. But yeah, that's an official Disney Marvel pin. It wasn't purchased from a collection, but yeah, there's always something new. We always try to keep on adding products into the store weekly. So yeah, just dpbstore.com there. And then, of course, our very own Facebook group, the Disney Pins Blog community, which, Corey, thank you so much. You are an admin there and keep that under control.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's another great point. You can find just on social media a lot of sellers and people who do pickups too. People that, if there's a specific pin that maybe is getting released that week or in a month or so that you really want, you can probably find somebody to do a park pickup for you through the DPB Facebook group and other social media outlets.
For sure, definitely. So yeah, that is it for all of my places. Corey, do you have any other ones? That's a pretty good list there.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty helpful, and I think that's all I got.
Cool. Let's move this conversation over to the forums. I'll start a thread over there in the DPB podcast section under the forums. I'll just call it basically what we talked about here, where to buy Disney pins other than the parks. And if you guys have any places that you purchase, leave a comment on the YouTube video or on the website or in the forums. Yeah, let us know where you guys purchase your pins from. That's going to do it for episode number 139. Corey, thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, man. I really appreciate it. It was a blast. I'm pretty sure our paths should end up crossing at the end of October. I mean, they better. I'll be down there. You'll be down there. We got to cross paths. And
yeah, we have to.
Instead of being here on Skype, we'll be together in person. It'll be awesome.
I know. That is the best way. That's always been my goal, is to just have these podcasts in person with someone. I know Skype can be a little wonky sometimes, but even when Jen and I do it in person, it's just so much better. So
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that in the future. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and hope everyone has a great week. See ya.